I mean, I know the statistics and everything, but who do you feel like when you're sitting there, you come up against the most? Like, just in your mind, like, who are you always, it's down to like you and someone else. Like, who do you lose deals to, you feel the most out of your fellow sharks?
Well, I think that the most difficult shark to circumvent is Mr. Wonderful. He's the guy I look out for. And I always want to do deals with him. He's my favorite shark.
Listen, he's a great shark. Speaking of your other sharks, what is the first, tell us one word that comes to mind when you think of like Robert, Damon, Lori, Mark, like each of them, and Barbara?
Well, you know, Barbara and I have a special relationship. I've known her a long time. You know, the thing is, when you work with somebody for this long, 13 years, that's more than most people work with anybody. I mean, this is like, most people move jobs after 3 or 4 or 5 years, but we've been doing this together for a very long time. And so, and we've built this incredible following, and we know each other's banter, but what makes it so interesting is each year, it's never predictable. I mean, it's just something happens, something changes, something occurs. It just, you know, and we stay in touch during the year, but I will say this, everybody's lives are so busy because of Shark Tank that we've never been able to get them back in a room during the off season, not even once, never. You can't get them all together because we're just buried in stuff we're doing. And we just can't get to the same city at the same time. So that moment when we all arrive, this year it'll be in July in Los Angeles. It's like a you know, summer camp reunion. And you know, the thing is, we work really hard. We get up at 5 in the morning and we don't get home till 10 at night. And we just get the rest, and we shoot 3 days in a row, and it's pretty tiring. And then we take a day off and we shoot another 3 days in a row. And it's very intense, and you need to stay sharp. So we don't really go out and party very much. I remember in the early years, you know, the second season maybe, we didn't really know each other. So we used to go out to dinner every night together. And one night, Damon and I and Mark and Robert, I looked at my watch and it was 5:30 in the morning. We were in a club, and I went, guys, are we shooting today? And they looked at me and said, yeah. We had stayed up all night. And when I got to, so we realized we got to get to the set in 45 minutes. We had no sleep. And when I sat in the makeup chair, it's been the same makeup team for 13 years. Darcy said to me, you smell like a drunk. And that day of Shark Tank was one of the best we ever taped. Everybody was so hungover that we just went at each other's throat for blood. And it was fantastic television. You know, I'm not endorsing going out and drinking all night. I couldn't even do that today. But it was one of those moments that goes down in Shark Tank history. And that, you know, that was, we'll never do that again.